Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View looking into the weekend and beyond. Here's our chart for Wednesday, and it will be rather familiar in days ahead as well, as a strong area of high pressure is parked just to the north of us. The wind flow pattern is generally an east or northeasterly. We've got a weakening cold front making its way southwards across the North Sea, and the remnants of that across Scotland and northern England as well. This is really just a zone of cloud in the morning that will cloak some of the hill slopes across northern and eastern districts for a while. Some high tops may just be poking out above that, but it will all disperse and sunshine will come through strongly in all areas. Some thin high cloud may just be left in the atmosphere. Quite a gusty breeze then around in places. Temperatures though feeling pleasantly warm, best of those across more western districts, particularly in Scotland. We'll maintain a rather fresh northeasterly wind across southern Scotland, England and Wales during the days ahead. That will draw in some cloud from the North Sea at times, mostly focused across eastern parts of the Pennines, across the Cheviots and maybe for a while into southeastern parts of the Highlands. Much of the Highlands seeing plenty of sunshine most of the time. Some North Sea har could just drift onto some eastern coasts at times in the days ahead. Generally, cloud will tend to retreat back toward the North Sea across England during the daytime, but could well fill back in to cloak the Pennines as we head onwards into Thursday night through into Friday, and some cloud banks could even get all the way across the Midlands into eastern parts of Wales as well for Friday morning. Those will soon thin and disperse, and again plenty of sunshine should be found for many across western regions in particular. Eastern parts of the Pennines again might just take longer to brighten up, and some cloud could hang on in the sky much of the time. It's a dry forecast that takes us onwards into the weekend. Those northeasterlies could just strengthen further by Friday night. Across the Pennines in particular, gusts in excess of 30-35 miles an hour could well be around to take us through to dawn on Saturday. So that's just one to bear in mind in this part of the world. Staying breezy through the daytime through England and Wales as well. Always just taking the edge off those temperatures. Warmest and sunniest conditions again for Saturday will be across more western parts, fairly widely across the central and western Highlands, and lighter winds too again across much of the Highlands. Just watch for those speeds strengthening a bit though across more eastern northern parts of Scotland later Saturday in particular, and through the night into Sunday strengthening further. For most places, it does look a generally settled story through the weekend, with high pressure staying nearby. Just some slight differences in the characteristic of the air coming around from Scandinavia just may allow some cooler air to come in at higher altitudes above us, and that may just be the trigger to find one or two showers developing upwards through Sunday daytime. Western parts of the Highlands toward the southwest maybe of Scotland, the greatest risk of that. Open to question in the forecast, but just the hint on some of the modelling there that there's a few showers to be found later on Sunday afternoon. The high looks as though it stays around for a few days into next week, generally centred toward the northwest of us. It may just move far enough away to allow a cooler airflow to come more directly down from the Arctic on a north-northeasterly, so just watch for some chillier temperatures possibly developing in a week or so time, the middle of next week, and that may even just find itself a few showers in that pattern, but we still look to be fairly close to high pressure for mostly dry conditions still in the early days of next week. Some forecast models then start to build showers a bit more as the week goes on. It must be said, forecast confidence by the middle of next week onwards does get quite a bit lower, so there's diverging stories between forecast models at that time in terms of where the pressure patterns go to. The signal that we're getting though toward the later part of the month is that we'll see some lower pressure in the forecast. This is the pressure anomaly for 7 days from the 26th of May. The blue colour indicates lower than average pressure, which is something we've not seen on the chart for a good considerable time, and that would bring the greater scope for showers or some longer spells of rain. As I say, there isn't absolute agreement yet in the extent of that and the extent to which low pressure is anything significant or just maybe brings a scattering of showers, so we'll watch that carefully, but just some changes on the horizon by the end of the month. A few things to watch then further ahead. For the moment it does stay generally fine. Best of sunshine and warmth in the west through the days ahead. That is your Fleeting View. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.